Okay.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And thank you so much for joining us today. So you can see that I have another special guest with me today. And if you would like to know who this special guest is, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I have a really special guest with me today. And this person actually is somehow connected to someone I interviewed a few weeks ago. So if you remember, I actually interviewed Tanya Latanzio a few weeks ago, and she was actually our workshop leader and set us on our path to be workshop leaders. And this was, I think, in 2007. So Christian and I met in 2007 where we were trained together. And since then, we've been hard and fast friends, meeting in all sorts of places around the world. We've met in Chicago. We've met in, I don't know where else. You're going to have to remind me, Christian. Like where else?
I think we've been in, we've met in Asia and India,
Yes.
I think even in Australia.
Yes, everywhere, basically. So maybe just to let everyone know who you are and where you are, actually, a very beautiful place in the world. Christian, would you mind just telling us a little bit about yourself and where you are at the moment?
Okay. Well, right now I'm in Barcelona, working at an international school here. I have been working in IB education for about 20 years now. Most of my work has been surrounded around TOK and the core. I'm working on curriculum views in both TOK and CAS. And I have been working in, I think, every single IB region there is between South America and Asia, mostly, but now based here in Barcelona in Europe. In that time, I spent a lot of time as a workshop leader with the IB. I've spent about 10, 11 years as an IB coordinator. But the one constant has been I've always been a TOK teacher. And this, the core of the IB diploma has been really I think my passion and focus. As many people are subject teachers who then get involved in the core, I think I did the other route. Wow. The first subject I ever taught was TOK. Wow. And I think I learned to understand the IB core and brought that to subjects. And so now the IB subjects I teach actually stem from my understanding of the core, whereas most teachers have done it the other way around.
Wow, exciting. And we know that there's the new TOK curriculum that's been released. I know you're really excited about that. What kind of exciting projects do you have, or what is, let me reframe that. What's really excites you about the new TOK curriculum? And then how do you see teachers around the world learning about the new curriculum?
Yeah, I think this curriculum seems to me to be a continuation of what we wanted to do with the last curriculum, learned from some mistakes, and now have come much closer to getting it right. I see there is fantastic potential in this curriculum to be something extremely useful to IB teachers, both in the way they link it to their curriculum and in the way they deliver the course itself, in the sense of the amount of structure and the amount of flexibility that's on offer there. So, for example, I think the framework, which before is something that teachers found very useful, has actually become a little bit more focused, streamlined, and easier to connect to curriculums. So this is a TOK curriculum that I think teachers will have a very easy time making those kind of connections using the framework. They've linked better to concepts, and a lot of us are really looking at how to use concepts to plan our teaching. And the TOK curriculum has been much more explicit now about specific concepts that are part of the TOK curriculum. And I think everybody's going to be happy the fact that TKPPD is gone. There's a whole new internal assessment that still has a lot of the ability for students to be original, to make good connections between TOK and the real world, but they will send for assessment the same work that they do in the classroom. So we've lost that disconnect between what's being moderated and what's being assessed. And I think that's that in itself is a big step forward. But what excites me the most, I think, is that it is going to be a much more meaningful curriculum to teach. I think it's full of potential. And the more I look at it, the more I see, oh yeah, that can work for this too. There's this potential to do this here. I can connect a CAS with this. Every change seems to have led to a world of possibility that a TOK teacher or a diploma teacher can use in order to help them in their classroom.
Yeah, beautiful. And I know that you have some exciting new projects in the pipeline. Can you share with us what those exciting projects look like?
Yeah, I'm working on a couple of things now, and both of these stem from a desire to do something extremely practical, a desire to have a workshop that is actually going to lead to something concrete, where schools can look back and say that PD really was instrumental in helping make this happen. So this is where I'm coming from. This is what I want to be the end result. And I think that means that for much of the workshops, being able to build a connection. So one of my projects is focusing on the IB core in a way that then customizes that based on objectives that are set with the school. So the workshops each have 3 parts. There's a bit of a part where I work with school leadership and determine what are the needs of the school. I look at how the core can help meet those needs, deliver a workshop targeting that part of the core, and then has an opportunity for feedback and reflection later, possibly a return or possibly something online where but some opportunity for reflection. And so this then is, in a sense, it's the parts of the core you need customized for the school. The other thing I'm working on is a bit newer, but given the fact that this has been a strange year to launch a new curriculum. And so a lot of teachers are going into teaching TOK without necessarily a full understanding of all of these possibilities that I talked about before. So they have read the guide. I think there's a lot of excitement about the course just from reading that. I think there's a lot of positive energy, but there hasn't been an opportunity to really look at all you can do with this. So I've looked at developing workshops that can be delivered more in this format, an online format, with groups of TOK teachers, looking at specific parts of the curriculum. So one school might want to just look at how to work the options or just look at the assessments. And some might want to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And what we can do is take those bite-sized pieces, work directly with the TOK teachers, and try to build something that'll help them access the new curriculum in a much more productive way. And so those are right now in development, and I have some information on those on my website.
Oh, so I was going to ask you, actually, these projects sound so exciting. How are people going to contact you, and how are they going to find out more information? What is your website? And I'll put it as a link in the comment section below as well. So if you want to contact Christian about this, what is your website?
Well, I'll say right now, my website is this one here.
Okay.
It's got some numbers and stuff in it. I also can be reached on LinkedIn, which I use also for workshops. And so you can also find me in LinkedIn and get information there and contact me that way.
Fantastic. I'm going to put a link as well.
Or by email.
Okay, and I'll put the email here as a link as well. So all the information to contact you will be down below in the description box. Excellent. Okay, so thank you so much, Christian. It's been an absolute pleasure. I love to hear about your enthusiasm for the new TOK course and for the core as well, which is so important in the diploma program. And I hope that you'll come back and share more words of wisdom with us in the future, will you?
Well, absolutely. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, Jenny, and I'm very excited to be here, and it's great to see you again. And I think it's great you're doing these sessions as well. I've been watching them, and I think you're doing a fabulous job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So thank you everyone for joining us today. And I really hope that you had some takeaways, some insights from what was discussed. Please feel free to put your own comments and opinions in the section below. And we really hope to see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.